Hello, thank you for watching part 8. Please join me for part 9 where I finish my bikepacking adventure, bikepacking from Sidmouth to Winchester where the journey began. In part 9 I stop at the scenic village of Branscombe for breakfast before passing through Beer where I hike a bike across the beach to Seaton. I then head off for Lyme Regis, then mountain bike off-road across the cliff tops to Bridport for lunch. I then drop in at the Hive Beach before heading to my next wild camp spot at Little Breddy. The next day I check out Weymouth Beach. I then headed into Studland where I took my drone up to film the amazing Corfe Castle. I found an idyllic wild camp spot nearby in the woods, then took the ferry to Sandbanks before chilling out on the beach at Bournemouth. I finished part 9 and the adventure traversing the New Forest before heading back to Winchester via Southampton. Good morning, it's Friday and it's approaching 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm just packing up camp before I head off towards Seaton and then Weymouth. It's going to be a very hilly day again today, so the last major hilly day I hope before the last 2 days are relatively not flat but relatively easy going. This has been one hell of a hilly trip and I don't say that lightly. I would say Devon and Cornwall are the hilliest places. If you're travelling all the way around, the hilliest places you could travel in the UK, period. Because I've been virtually everywhere in the UK, and I include Scotland and Wales in that. Of course there are some big hills in both Scotland and Wales, but the consistency of the hills here are just something else. It really does slow you down, so if you're doing some touring here, take that into account. It will slow you down more than you think, especially if you're fully loaded. So yeah, I slept reasonably well. The nights are really much colder now. They started off between 15 and 17 degrees and now we're down between 8 and 10 degrees, so significantly colder, but sleeping with my quilted jacket on seems to do the trick. Right, I shall see you soon. See you on the route. Bye. Well, a lovely morning. I'm about 2.5 miles in now. Just climbed the first big hill. One thing I was thinking of this morning is my heart rate variance on my Garmin. For those of you who know about it, it's a measure of basically how stressed out you are. And on virtually every previous bikepacking trip, I normally go out of balance. But I've been taking electrolytes on this trip for the first time ever, consistently. After about a couple of days, I started taking them, and it's amazing what a difference they've made. In fact, I'd go so far as to say that I'm sleeping better, I'm aching less. They've got magnesium, sodium and other bits in them, salts and stuff, so it does replenish what your body needs. So I'd recommend taking electrolytes when you can. My other mission today is to have a shave. I haven't had a shave for 2 or 3 days. I try and shave every day if I can. I just feel fresher, probably look slightly less homeless, and we'll see if there's a place in Seaton when I get there. All I need is a tap and away you go. It could be a supermarket or whatever. I'm not that choosy. I'll just go anywhere and have a shave. Pub, cafe. Haven't had breakfast yet either, so I've got a big muffin if I need it sooner rather than later. So a big chocolate muffin that they gave me at the Maker Heights campsite. So I've still got one of those left. They're absolutely massive. Hello, mission accomplished. Managed to have a shave at this lovely church at Branscombe. It's a lovely village actually. The whole sort of setting is pretty gorgeous, to be honest. So yeah, I feel cleaner now. Had a quick wash and a shave, and had chocolate muffin for my breakfast with a cup of tea. So yep, set up for the road now. It's a lovely day today. Hope it doesn't get too hot. I don't think it's going to. I think it said maximum 21 to 23, but 23 can get a bit sweaty. It's just the hills really, never-ending hills, but you can see from the scenery behind me there's hills everywhere. So I was going to film the church with the drone, but it was even too hilly for that because there's a danger of the drone crashing if you don't get the right altitude, so had to err on the side of caution that time. So I'm in Beer Parish Church at the moment. Wow, there is a place called Beer. Beer, fish and chips. The marine house at Beer. The only thing missing is a beer. Oh look, there's a beer garden at Beer. What a lovely view of Beer Beach. This is part of the route on Commute. Lovely, going down the steps onto the beach, but it should be scenic when I get there, so I've just scoped it out and it looked lovely. So it's probably 400-600 meters walking. Don't think I can ride on that. It looks very loose. Oh well, it's all part of the adventure. Steep though, Jesus. So this is the view of Seaton Beach. Lovely. Yeah, definitely can't ride this. Hike a bike. Hello, I finally reached Seaton, having pushed my bike across the Pebble Beach, thanks to Commute that recommended me to do that. Had to take it down a really steep flight of steps and then heave it across the beach. Pretty sweaty stuff. It's quite warm now, you can see, but it was worth it in a way because it was lovely and scenic and peaceful, hardly anybody about. So this is the Lyme Bay and Tor Bay area of this route. I think I'm heading towards well, certainly Weymouth. I think Bridport comes before that, and I think the next stop is Lyme Regis, and I think there are a few smaller beaches scattered in between. So I think it's going to be one of those days where it's up and down the hills and lots of beaches in between really. So I'll see if I get time to enjoy one of those beaches later on. I might take a dip because it is going to get warmer. It's still early, so we'll see. But I'll give you a little look around. It's absolutely lovely here. Hardly anybody about. Right, I'll be seeing you. See you at the next stop, Lyme Regis. Bye for now.
So, I've just left Lyme Regis. I was going to try and get something to eat there, then I thought, well, no, it's a bit busy. I'll go to the next place, Charmont, I think it was called, and that was a bit too small. So I'm now heading towards Bridport, which I know is a bigger place. I've been through it before, and there'll definitely be some form of food there. So it's about 6 miles away, but there's I've just come up one massive hill and there's still 2 more to go. So it's going to be starving by the time I get there. Basically, I've got a packet of biscuits for emergency rations if I really need them, but hopefully I can make it there. It's a nice day for it though. Look at the views. So I'm following the Jurassic Coast at the moment, just along the cliff, well, close to the cliff tops, and yeah, it's pretty amazing. You know, if it wasn't for the hills, I'll stop moaning about them soon, because they'll be coming to not an end, but everything will be smoothing out soon, certainly after today's ride. So should be plain sailing after that. I've kind of got used to it, but in the end you start dreading every hill that's coming your way. Okay, that's it for now. Speak to you soon. Wow, what amazing views of the Jurassic Coast. I think I can see Bridport. I hope that's Bridport. I'm pretty hungry now. I've been working hard to get through this cliff top section. It's been very grassy, very slow, all uphill, a lot of hiker bike. But look at these views. That's what you get at the end of it. What you put in is what you get out. Hello, it's about 4:30 in the afternoon now, and I'm at Hive Beach. Hive Beach is probably the last beach before Weymouth, if I'm correct. So just popped in just to have a quick look. It would be nice to have a dip, I must admit. I am very tempted. It's Bournemouth tomorrow as well, I guess, so I probably will save myself for Weymouth and Bournemouth tomorrow and just crack on and get these last hills out of the way. Saying that, I think we're on a flat stretch, a relatively flat stretch for the next 10 miles, so I'm pleased with that. After eating, I had a kind of meal deal in just outside Bridport in the West Bay area. I didn't realise that Bridport was actually slightly inland, but there is an area called West Bay which has a harbour and a beach, so I only went to the harbour, didn't see the beach, but there's plenty of other beaches, so here's Hive Beach to make up for it. Okay, I shall see you soon. I'm going inland for a bit now, and then I'm not sure whether I'll make Weymouth today or not. I'll be very close though. Okay, bye for now. Bye.
Good morning. It's 7 o'clock in the morning and I'm by a lake. It's a lovely lakeside camping spot. I found this place last night, not sure what kind of place this is. I don't know whether it's part of an estate or a park, but it's beautiful nevertheless. Before I came here I spent some time at the local church. Not sure what this village is called, it's a really tiny little place. And the church served me well as well, with some water. Even has some power points where I could charge my gear. And yeah, it was quite a nice evening all round. The only problem was I didn't have any reception, so I couldn't contact anybody after that. But that's one of those things, sometimes you don't get the reception and you can never quite forecast how that's going to fall. I'm nearly at Weymouth now, just a couple of hills to go, and then I'll be progressing on to the New Forest, Southampton, and finally Winchester, where I started the whole journey, some 750 miles, although I did have an intermission because of rain, so I had to stop it after the first week, but I've come back and finish off the second and third weeks. Okay, I'll update you soon. Bye for now. Bye. Hello, I'm at Weymouth Beach now, and as you can see it's pretty packed out. I think it's going to be a busy weekend both here and at Bournemouth. Already busy, and it's about 11 in the morning, so I'm going to head off to Asda's now to get some food for the day, and then I'll be heading on my way towards Bournemouth. I'm going to take the ferry from Sandbanks to Bournemouth as well. And I'm not sure I'll reach Bournemouth today. I think that might be a step too far, but I should be fairly close. So tomorrow morning I'll be able to pop into Bournemouth and see how things look there. The forecast is good for the next couple of days, and rain is due on Tuesday, so I aim to finish the trip in the next 2 to 3 days. Okay, speak to you soon. Bye.
Hello, it's 3:30 in the afternoon and I'm cracking on past through Dorchester, or the outskirts of Dorchester. Didn't really see much there, and just travelling on a 40-mile section of relatively flat terrain after all those hills. I must have been doing at least 20 hills a day, big hills, steep hills, and now I've got this luxury flat terrain, which is it's just almost like I'm in a different country. I think I must be in Holland or something, because this is like being in the flatlands compared with before. So I'm really happy with that. The wind isn't too strong, so I'm not going super fast, but I'm keeping a nice steady pace. No hills, no hiker bikes, all good. I'll have a break soon, have a cup of tea. I'm going to try and get close to Bournemouth, somewhere near Studland. There's a ferry that takes you across from Sandbanks to Bournemouth, so if I can get the ferry in the morning, maybe check out Bournemouth. If the weather's nice, which I think it should be, then we can relax in Bournemouth for a spell. I could try and crack on and get back in a day, but I quite fancy Bournemouth before 2 weeks of rain comes in. I've seen a forecast, looks quite foreboding, so yeah, some nice sun in Bournemouth sounds good to me. Okay, that's all for now. Hi, well, I'm about 45 miles in now today. It's going well. So much easier when the terrain's flat. I know I keep saying it, but it's made a lot of difference. I haven't even pushed it that hard, and the miles are just flying by. I don't think I'm going to go across the water today though. I think I'm going to stop early and enjoy this lovely setting not far from Corfe Castle. Hopefully I'll pop into Corfe Castle, maybe take a few drone shots, and then I'll think about looking for a camp spot somewhere in the Studland area, and then cross the ferry from Sandbanks to Bournemouth tomorrow. Problem is, if I go into Bournemouth now, it's going to be so busy I won't be able to make the most of the beach, because the day is coming to an end and I won't be able to find a camp spot. So it's probably makes more sense to find a spot sooner rather than later, before the ferry. But what a lovely area this is. It was quite boring for a while. I didn't film that much, but this part near Corfe Castle is absolutely stunning. Really impressed. I think I've been through here before. I'm sure there were some wild ponies somewhere around here. I did see a wild pig, or at least a pig roaming freely in the road. So there was some kind of pig farm where they're trying to refarm the area or something. But yeah, it's lovely here.
Corfe Castle's history spans over 1,000 years, evolving from a 10th century royal stronghold, site of King Edward the Martyr's murder, to a formidable Norman fortress built by William the Conqueror, then a medieval royal residence, and finally a strategically important royalist stronghold during the English Civil War, famously defended by Lady Banks before its partial destruction by Parliament, leaving its iconic ruins today managed by the National Trust.
Hello, I'm at Corfe Castle now. First time I've been here, and I went up the really steep mound that the castle's built on, thinking that I could film it directly, but it's not to be. You have to go around the far side and pay. I've got the bicycle with me as well, so it's a little bit more complicated than that, but the drone came to the rescue, so I managed to send a drone up, circle round Corfe Castle from high up, and I think I've got some terrific shots anyway, so why pay when you've got a drone? And yeah, I think it should look pretty cool actually. Okay, I'm going to head off now to the Studland area. I think there's 8 miles to the ferry area, so maybe another 4 or 5 miles and I'll find a camp spot, see how it looks, and take it from there. Okay, bye for now.
Good morning, it's 6:30 in the morning. Just making a brew in the background there at the moment. This is my camp for last night in the Studland area, about 5 miles away from the ferry. Really spectacular place to camp. Really enjoyed it here. There's a lake behind me as well. Woken up by the cockerels this morning. I'll be hitting the road shortly. The aim this morning is to check out the beach in Sandbanks and Bournemouth. I won't spend too long there, but spend an hour or two there before I head on into the New Forest. I'll try and get some provisions in Bournemouth first though, because I'm not sure if there's that much supplies in the New Forest. There might be, but never been there before, so I'll stock up in Bournemouth. Okay, so I'll see you in a bit. Look forward to seeing you on the beach. Bye for now. Bye.
Well, I'm on my way now. It's 7:30 in the morning, passing through the Studland area. What a great camp that was last night. Really enjoyed that. Really lovely area. Just passing through some tracks at the moment. I'm in two minds about using mountain bike mode on commute, to be honest. On the one hand, you get some nice areas like this. On the other hand, it really slows you down, and some of the routes are a little bit debatable as to whether they're any good or not. But so I'm going to head off to the ferry now. It's 7:30 in the morning, so they might not be operating at this stage, but we'll see. It's a busy area going across the Sandbanks, so in the middle of summer, hopefully they'll be operating. Okay, I'll let you know in a minute. I've just hit a little uphill, so I had to stop. Okay, bye for now. Bye. Hello, it's 8:30 in the morning and I'm on the beach now. Wow, what a beach. Absolutely stunning, absolutely crazy beach. I'm not sure which beach this is. This is not far from Sandbanks, probably Poole, and I can see Bournemouth in the distance, so I'm heading that way now. It's tempting just to stop here and have breakfast, but I'm going to go a little bit further up the beach just to let the morning warm up a little bit before I settle in. And yeah, it's a feast for the eyes, this beach. Really long as well. I can see Brittany ferries in the distance there, so lots going on. Lots of joggers, lots of cyclists. Everybody seems to be keeping fit. I don't know whether it's just because it's a Sunday, but a lot of fit people around as well. So okay, I just thought I'll show you around some of the beaches, and I will speak to you soon, probably when I get to Bournemouth. So I'm cycling towards Bournemouth at the moment, just approaching the pier. Absolutely glorious day. It's already about 19-20 degrees at 9 o'clock in the morning, so I'm going to hit the beach pretty soon, have some breakfast, chill out for a little bit. I could actually get back to the car today, but this is too nice to miss out on. So. The beaches here seem endless. I must have done about 3 or 4 miles of beach already, and I think there's another 3 or 4 to come. Just checked the Garmin and it's like straight down the coast, beach all the way. What's not to like? I always see Bournemouth on the news when they're reporting on heat waves. Bournemouth beach always comes up. I can see why, because it's absolutely tremendous. Feels like you're abroad somewhere really when it's like this. Absolutely amazing beach. Good facilities too, lots of water points and shower facilities, so that's good for me because I need a shower. I will take a dip in the sea today. It's got to be done because that'll be my last opportunity, I think, before I head into the New Forest, Southampton, and finish in Winchester. So I'm just going to cycle up a bit further because there are signs saying no cycling after 10 o'clock, and it's 9 o'clock now, so I'll try and get some distance done whilst you're actually allowed to cycle, and take it from there. It's a good thing to do. Hello, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I've just left Christchurch outside Bournemouth. Spent a lovely morning on the beach. Had a dip in the sea in the end. That was really nice. The water was warm and the facilities were great. Nice showers to get rid of all the salt later, so feeling quite fresh now. Had a shave and yeah, right as rain really. The only thing that is not 100% is on my legs after 2 weeks of riding, so you can imagine a little bit on the stiff side, but I'm not going to do high mileage today. I'm just going to go as far as I can, stop at a reasonable time, and then finish it off tomorrow. So I'll be hitting the New Forest soon. Not quite sure when, but we're not far away from the New Forest, so I'll be in there for quite a while anyway. I might even be sleeping there tonight, so see how that goes. And then after that, it's Southampton, Winchester, back to the car. So yeah, the trip's getting towards the end now. It's been an amazing trip all round, really. Such variety, starting at Winchester through to Stonehenge, Salisbury Cathedral, Cheddar Gorge, Valley of the Rocks in North Devon, right down through Exmoor, along the to Clovelly. Oh, that's an amazing village as well. And then heading down through Bude, down towards Newquay and Land's End, coming back on the Lizard's Point. Some amazing beaches there as well, and then through some fishing villages. Trying to think of the names of them. Loo, I can't remember all the names now, sorry. And yeah, Plymouth, Exeter, Dartmoor, and here we are. Amazing trip all round, really. So 750 miles altogether. I did have an intermission when rain stopped play, but yeah, it's a good journey, and I'm not sure if I want to repeat again. I've done it something similar twice now, so you can only do it so many times, but I'd recommend coming to any of those areas and checking it out. It's really yeah, really so much to do and see. Okay, I'll let you know when I'm in the New Forest. Bye for now. As you can see, I'm in the New Forest now. First time I've been here, to be honest, so I'm not sure what to expect. Nice wide gravel tracks at the moment. I think it's about 20 miles, 20-25 miles from one side to the other, so something like that anyway. It's hard to tell on the map, but I might be staying here tonight. We will see. I wouldn't mind staying here just to say I've stayed here, but if not, we'll push on towards Southampton. Such a lovely day. Really nice contrast to the beaches this morning, to be in this nice wooded land. Really nice. There's certainly lots going on in the New Forest, lots of people out. It is a Sunday afternoon after all, and the sun is out. There are a few campsites around, and I don't know if there's more people or more wild ponies, but yeah, I've seen quite a few wild ponies already. There was one short section earlier on where I fell into a little bog trap and one of my feet got completely submerged up to the knee in bog, and I was stuck there for a little while figuring out how to, I couldn't actually move, so I managed to get myself off the bike and take a back step and yank it out, but yeah, all that's for the fun. Got some spare socks for later, so that's not too much of an issue really. But yeah, it's absolutely lovely in here. Lots of people on mountain bikes as well, having a good time. Endless trails, kind of what I expected. Right, I will check in a little while. See you soon. Bye.